Oh, now what's up with it, YouTube? This is TK with Cuts by Kelly. In this video, I'm gonna be cutting my son's hair. Bam! We're gonna give him a bald fade and a design on the side. He wasn't really for it this time, but I think I got the job done good enough. So if you like this content, hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all of you who have been subscribing to this channel. Welcome to the team. I really do appreciate you. Make sure you leave a comment if you have any questions about what I'm doing or the products that I'm using. You can leave that in the comments as well if I don't cover something that you still have questions about. Leave that in a comment. But like I said, I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. But with that, let's just get into the video. Yeah. Okay, the first few things I'm gonna do is set my ball line. Then I'm setting my midway point with the all the way open, no guard. Then I'm gonna knock down his hair with a number 1 guard or 1/8 guard. And that's closed. I'm going with the grain. After that, I'm going to knock out the weight. So that's what I'm doing right here. Starting to knock out the weight to get ready to fade. I'm doing that with the same guard, 1/8, but I just have it open, and I'm using the corner of my clippers because I don't want to make a heavy line at the top. I'm just going to set up my myself so I could blend into it. So now that I got all that set up, now I'm just gonna do my fading steps. I have my 1/16 guard on, and I got the blade closed, and I'm just going up a notch. I'm knocking out that midway point line, and then I'm gonna open it up to a quarter of the way, then I'm gonna go up some more. That's what I'm doing now. I have my blade open a quarter of the way, and I'm going up. My next step after that is 3/4 of the way. Then I will go up. I skip the middle and I go to 3/4. After I do 3/4, I'm gonna go all the way open. So right now I'm at 3/4. Then my next step will be all the way open. When I go all the way open, I make sure I use the corners of my clipper so I do not create a heavy line that I'm gonna have to get out again. Now that I got the top faded, I'm gonna go to the bottom with no guard, and I'm gonna do those same steps just with no guard on. I'm going close, quarter, 3/4, then open, and I'll meet right at that midway point. Sometimes I bring it up higher if I want the fade to go higher. In this case, I'm gonna try to keep it right at that midway point because I want the side to be darker because I'm gonna do the design, and I want that contrast, so I'm gonna have it dark on the side. So I went through all my fading steps. Now I'm gonna go back over them. Like I always say, you should go over it 2 or 3 times just to make sure you catch everything as much as you can, or as much as your eyes can see. And while I'm going through it, this is me basically doing my spot check. I go back through my steps and I try to check for spots and knock out those spots to clean it up to make the fade more seamless. Again, I'm going over my spot check. I'm just trying to make sure I catch every spot that I see. I might not catch them all, but I just try to catch what I can see. And after I do this for a while, if I feel like I'm getting blind with the fade, then I just start lining them up or doing something else, and I'll go back and finish the fade out. And that's what I did on here. After I did this for a while, I went back after I lined them up and touched it up even more. Now for this side, I got it sped up. I'm speeding it up real fast. But some points I just want to bring out is when you're doing your fades, if you set these guidelines, it makes it easier for you. You don't have to. You can start from bottom and just fade up. Or even when you set your guidelines like I'm doing, you could just start fading from the bottom. See, I start fading from the middle and then I fade into it. But it just depends on who I'm cutting or how I'm cutting at the time. Sometimes I start from the bottom and fade my way up. The main thing, once you go through those steps, you want to try to keep them as even as possible across so the blend can flow evenly. And that's important. I say important to bring your fade to another level, so your fades don't go up and down as you go around the head. So that's why the guidelines are important to me, because it helps me keep the fade all in an even blend going across the head. So I'm doing the same thing on this side. Now I'm going through the spot check to catch spots. You can see my son is moving. He's getting tired. Actually, when I cut his hair, it was early in the morning and he was already tired. So I'm trying to get through it just to save my time and him some time. But yeah, so I went over and did the spot check. And like I said, I usually go back after I line them, because when you line them, it brings out more spots that you probably didn't see. I'm using my Gamma Proteges throughout this whole cut mainly, but with the design, I'm gonna use my Slimline Pros because I really like using those for designs. But you can see these Gamma Proteges are real sharp. So if you're interested in these clippers, you could hit the link and get that trimmer. I recommend the trimmer. I think it's real nice. I recommend the clipper too, but the trimmer, definitely. If you want to choose out the two, I'd say the trimmer. So y'all see, like I said, the trimmers are are on point. They're really sharp, and I really like them. So now I'm about to go over this design on this side. It's like a freestyle design. I just thought of it and did it. A lot of times, like I said, when I'm doing designs, I do get inspiration sometimes. You know, I look on Instagram, look at different designs, and probably start with that and then do my own thing. But for this one, I just started because I wasn't gonna do a design when I initially started cutting his hair. But then as I went through it, I was like, well, I'm gonna put a design in there. So I just freestyled this one. I thought it was cool and it looked good. And so that's why I'm happy that I left this side a little more dark than the other side. Because it just gave it a little more contrast than with these lines over here. It really brought it out to me. At least that's what I think. The main reason why I like using the Slimline Pros for designs, I like the size of the blade. It's not that long, and just the shape of the clipper is easy to maneuver. I could, go upside down, turn it to the side. It's just real easy, like if I was using a pencil. So that's like my main reason why I like the Slimline Pros. And then also it's real sharp, so I get the job done just as efficient as if I had the T outliners or something like that. So yeah, I really like these for designs. But you can see the design is in progress. It's starting to come out and it's gonna pop. I feel like it look good when it's all finished. But I do want to say I appreciate all you who have subscribed to this channel, and I appreciate you who are still looking at this video. Make sure you leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns about things that I use or how to do anything. I try to get back with you as soon as possible. Hit the like button if you like this content, if you like this haircut. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit the notification bell. But this is TK with Cuts by Kelly, and I appreciate you.